What's up, everybody? I'm Randy. This is the 55 Garage, and today we'll be talking about thermal insulating gaskets. So, if you've been following this channel, and you should be following this channel, you will know that at the beginning of this series, I originally wanted to clean my intake valves, and that has progressed into doing an EGR delete and doing some various modifications via my car part. Well, now we are reaching the end, and I can begin the process of putting my car back together. And one of the things I wanted to do during this is to install a set of thermal insulating gaskets. Heat soak is the enemy of a turbo car. We all know this. Any way you can keep the intake charge cool results in an increase in power. So I decided to install a set of thermal insulating gaskets, and what they are basically a very high density plastic that goes in between the intake manifold and the cylinder head as a sort of thermal barrier to keep the heat transfer between those two at a minimal. I decided to get a thermal insulating gasket for my intake manifold as well as one for my throttle body that was a part of my EGR delete kit. So hopefully after the installation of these two gaskets, I will see a decrease in my temperatures, and hopefully that will allow me to up my boost just a little bit more. One of the gaskets I'll be using is this throttle body thermal insulating gasket that I got with my JBR Racing EGR delete kit. Then I followed that up by ordering this 1/8 inch thermal insulating gasket from Sure Motorsports. So now that you understand what thermal insulating gaskets do and what they look like, let's get to that installation. To give you guys an idea of the difference, this here is the stock metal intake gasket, and as you can see it's pretty thin. And then what we have here is my new thermal insulating gasket, and as you can see the difference in thickness. Okay, to get started, we got intake manifold that has PVC line attached that'll go to a little catch can, and we need to take the new gasket and fit it onto the intake manifold. It also comes with this little plastic washer that needs to go down here when you install it. And you gotta be careful because you will drop this. I know on the JBR instructions, he recommends threading a piece of string like a thread or something on here to hold it. I'm going to see if I can get this on without having to do that, but it might be something I'm gonna have to do, so we'll see. And to get this started, you're going to want to start with bolt number 3, which is in the middle, and that will be the one that you kind of snug in there to hold this up while allowing you to install the other bolts. Next up, the washer. And this goes on bolt number 8. So number 8 is in. Number 3 is threaded in. It's just snug. You can go ahead now and put in the other 4 bolts that go in the top of the manifold. Alright, now that I got bolts 1 through 5 and 8 in, we are going to torque them. Now, you only have to torque these to 16 foot-pounds. It does not take a lot. I know a lot of people read on forums where people have over-torqued the bolts and end up cracking their intake manifold. So it's only 16 foot-pounds. I will link in the description to the JBR Racing install instructions that I followed for doing this, and it says 16 foot-pounds. So 16 foot-pounds, people. All right, 16 foot-pounds. Now we got those installed. We now need to put in bolts 6 and 7 and then the fuel rail cover. Once you got those two bolts to connect to the intake manifold torqued down at 16 foot-pounds, go ahead and tighten down the bolts on the fuel cover. Now, go ahead, push your tube back in. So you got the intake manifold on. Next up is the thermal insulating gasket for our throttle body. It's throttle body. Just got to bolt it on like usual. Got your gasket. So then do it like that. Kind of make it a little bit easier. All right, now we got those snug down. Torque this down 10 foot-pounds. And when you torque these down, you want to do it in a crisscross pattern. So we'll start down here first. Yep. All torqued. All right, now that you got everything in, bolted and torqued, double, triple, and quadruple check all of your electrical connections and make sure you have plugged everything back in. And then once you do that, you can begin to start to reassemble your car and the task is complete. So that is how I installed a set of thermal insulating gaskets on my Mazda Speed 3. I hope you all liked the video. If you did, go ahead and leave me one of these. If you guys and gals really appreciate the content I'm putting on this channel, especially the Mazda Speed 3 content, go ahead, click the subscribe button. Don't forget to click the little bell. You all would greatly make my day if you do that. I hope you all have enjoyed following along this series as I did all this work to my car. It has been a bit of a grind for me. I've had to go a couple of weeks without being able to drive my car, and the weather has been really nice and it's really been eating at me, but the finished goal is in sight. I have a couple of little odds and ends things I need to finish. I'm definitely going to replace my serpentine belt. I've already taken it off the car, so I figured now is a good time to go ahead and replace that. I need to re-add coolant and burp the system, and I'm thinking about replacing my battery as well. But I don't think I will make a video covering those things, but if you guys would like me to, I can do it at a later date. I have just those little couple of things left to do, and then I myself will finally be able to get out and zoom along with you all. So I'm going to get to it, and I will see you all next time. Don't zoom in on my nose, please. No boogers this time. I hope you all liked the video. No. Click the subscribe button. Don't forget to click the little bell, and I screwed up and paused. Let's try that again. And wrap. Yay! I did it!